Have you ever wondered how the world's wealth is distributed? Is it evenly spread out or concentrated in the hands of a few? Well, it's time to dive deep into the fascinating world of global wealth distribution. First, it's crucial to understand what we mean by wealth. Wealth is the net worth of an individual, which is the difference between their assets and liabilities. In simpler terms, it's what you own minus what you owe. Now let's get into some staggering facts. According to the Global Wealth Report by the Credit Suisse Research Institute, as of the year 2023, the world's total wealth stands at a colossal $360 trillion. That's a number with 12 zeros. However, the distribution of this wealth is far from equal. The same report reveals that the richest 1% of the population holds more than 44% of the total global wealth. This means that a tiny fraction of the world's population controls nearly half of all the money. On the other end of the spectrum, the poorest 50% of the world's population, which is roughly 3.5 billion people, hold less than 1% of the total global wealth. This stark disparity is a clear representation of the unequal distribution of wealth across the world. The global wealth gap is not just between individuals, but also between nations. The United States, for instance, holds the lion's share of global wealth with nearly 31%. China follows with about 18%, and then Japan with around 6%. That leaves less than half of the total global wealth for the rest of the world. This imbalance in wealth distribution results in economic inequality, which can lead to social and political unrest. It's a complex issue with no easy solutions, but understanding it is the first step towards addressing it. So, what have we learned about global wealth distribution? First, the world's wealth is not evenly distributed. A small fraction of the world's population holds a significant portion of the total wealth, while the majority of the population holds a minuscule amount. Second, wealth distribution varies greatly between countries, with a few nations holding most of the world's wealth. Finally, this imbalance in wealth distribution contributes to economic inequality, which can have far-reaching social and political implications. The numbers paint a clear picture. Global wealth distribution is skewed, with a few holding most of the wealth. It's a reality that challenges us to think critically about economic systems, social justice, and what we can do to create a more equitable world. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we understand about the world's wealth distribution, the better equipped we'll be to engage in meaningful conversations and actions to address economic inequality. So, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep striving for a fairer world.